Hello out there, this is Deseran, and welcome back to Let's Play Scratches. We find ourselves back in the greenhouse. Let's see if there's anything of use here. It's just an old fumigator. The watering can was of no use to me as I had no plans to try reviving any of those plants. One bag had ripped, spreading dirt all over the table. The plant on top of the table was strangely attractive. Let's see. February 7th. As much as I regret it, I've decided to stop caring for the greenhouse. All my efforts to save the plants have been in vain. I just can't seem to figure out what is wrong with them. It has been a few weeks since they began falling apart to pieces, dying without any apparent cause. Some of them would just crumble at the slightest touch. This is not only frustrating, but very unsettling. Every time I enter the place, I can feel a sense of dread and decay. What I most regret is the condition of that rare plant I brought from South Africa. It's now all sad-looking and almost dried up. I will take it upstairs and look after it, hoping it will get more sunlight, assuming that everything that has been happening here has a natural explanation. Death is surrounding this place, and I can't seem to do anything about it, in spite of my concerns. I can't help thinking that all of this began when I brought that. I wonder. No, I have to put those thoughts aside. I should stop reading all those sinister books. They're getting under my skin. So... hedge clippers, eh? That's what that looked like. Yep. Do we need to trim this? Oh. I took a few leaves with me. Alright. It's usually always worth it to, try and do anything with something that catches your attention. Several pots were scattered here and there. A few had pathetic plants in them. It's a shovel. There was a shovel in the planter, but it was stuck in the soil. Can I do something to get it unstuck? A large hose was lying on the walkway. Huh? Oh, I see. Okay, so the hose leads... What? Oh. Okay. Okay, I see what it wants me to do. Oh, here's the hose. Oh! I never noticed that. Apparently the water wasn't running. Okay, so I need to get the water running before I can do that. That'll get me a shovel. And possibly I might be able to use that to flush out the key as well. Although where it would flush to, I'm not sure. Wait. What was over here? A small pool of water below the arching tree. might be a bit of a leap for it to be drainage from the greenhouse, but might be. Okay, let's go back inside. We still have places out back that we can check. All right then. I don't like this music. Just something menacing about it. Honestly, this might sound a bit weird, but, well, I'll let you in on something at the end of this episode in the life of Michael. It's actually quiet down here. Okay, so we have a water valve here, I assume. Okay, can't move it with bare hands. Can we use the crowbar? What? But, okay. So it fits there. Then what? Don't we pull it? Do we hit it with the hammer? Oh. Apparently we do. There's no more need to fiddle with the valve. I retrieved the crowbar as it could be needed elsewhere. Okay. Drain cover. Crowbar that up. Wasn't useful. Can we pull up the cover somehow? Screwdriver? No. Shears won't do anything, I assume. Okay. Well, we won't bother with the cover for now. Let's see if the water's now running. We should be able to test that. Excuse me. Accidentally. The water was running, but there seemed to be a problem with the pipes. Okay, we have running water. Let's go back to the greenhouse. Try this now. Okay, this should let us free the shovel. Aha! Popped it right out. Pretty clever. Loosening it with, Oh, okay. Let's try this. Whatever it was, there was no way I could reach it. Why isn't the water... Seems to be having no effect. Oh, is this blocking the drain? I removed a few branches and leaves, clearing that corner of the drain. Okay. Although I don't see how that would... Shiny object had been washed out of sight. So it... Oh, I see. It wasn't the idea that it would get, the object would get stuck. It was more the idea that, that drain being blocked couldn't continue on its path. Let's see. Okay. Okay. We're making some progress. Although progression to what, I'm not sure. I don't see anything shining. Oh! Well, it does drain out from here. Okay. That's actually quite clever. If you hadn't noticed that small location, you wouldn't have found anything. What is it? I'd been through a lot to get that small key. Small key. Might be for the chapel, but not sure. Oh, while we're at it. Okay. Before we head back in, let's try the chapel. Ha. Do I have the key to the chapel? That wasn't useful. No, I do not. However, we can check is the mail. Still no mail. Very well. Okay. Let us... head back, I suppose? We have a key. Not sure to where, though. So the only other location would be the crypt, or mausoleum, whatever you prefer to call it. Need to get some tools. Okay. So for wire, we want pliers. Aha! A cold shiver ran down my spine as I entered the decaying crypt. The foul smell of rotting flesh seemed to have persisted throughout the years. Oh my. Several candle holders were attached to the walls, but alas, there were no candles in the vicinity. I couldn't imagine what the purpose of the grating in the floor was. Obviously, nobody down there was in need of fresh air. I do not want to go down there. Some light coming in, thankfully. Whoa, what? No. Oh, no, 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 no. James T Blackwood, Catherine Blackwood. According to the plaques, both Mr. and Mrs. Blackwood had died in the same year. Oh dear. Am I really doing this? I seriously considered what I was about to do, but my curiosity got the better of me. Ugh. A corpse in advanced stages of decomposition was inside the coffin. It was disgusting. Whoever that was, I could sense a feeling of terror in its dead face. Ugh. Oh, please tell me I don't need to get something off it. The body had been resting for several years until my disturbance. I decided to leave it alone. What about this? It's empty. Curiously enough, this coffin was completely empty. But, wait, who's... Okay. Whoa. Where did I... Oh, I went downstairs. Silly me. Oh boy. Seeing one dead body inside the crypt had been enough for me. Even though it was in better shape than the rest, it was too dark to make out what the plaque read. Just an R. One of the coffins was considerably smaller than the rest. The child they lost? Most of the plaques were too badly eroded to make out what they said. Seeing one... okay. Too badly eroded. I barely managed to read something about a rap person that died in the line of duty. Oh dear. This coffin was half opened, and I was horrified to glimpse the remains of a dead cat in it. Strange. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. Too badly eroded. Okay, that's enough. So there is one that we can make out, but it's too dark down here to actually see it. The whole thing. Wait, we have the wire? Why do we... Okay, we're gonna get out of this crypt. After leaving the crypt, I stopped to think for a few seconds. I only found one body inside, but there were two plaques. Something was evidently out of place here. Kidding. Maybe the person we saw downstairs was actually James Blackwell, still alive. perhaps his wife didn't really die. Or could be any number of things. Okay. We will, yes. We'll go ahead and end it here. Oh. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, a comment down below, subscribe if you want to see more, and certainly share it with anyone else you think might enjoy it. If you have any suggestions for other games, or on how I can improve my Let's Plays, please leave them in the comments below, or you can leave a comment on Facebook and or Twitter. I have links on my channel banner, and constructive criticism would be much appreciated. In the next part, we'll see if we can find where this small key goes, and what more we can do. Until then, though... Oh, right, there's one other thing. Just as a small mention, I want to say that although I've played this quite a long time ago, I remember the game being much darker, much harder to see. And I didn't find any options to decrease the lighting any further. I can only assume that since it was an older game, and I was using obviously an older computer, perhaps that's why it was much darker. But still, great atmosphere. Well, until the next part, this is Deseran. You guys have a great day, and I'll see ya.